Hey, what's up guys, and this is Double X here, and welcome back to this third game in this best of 3 matchup. And all you brainiacs out there probably already know that this is going to be it. This is going to be the game which decides if WhiteRa, the blue Protoss up in the right side, or Dimaga, the yellow Zerg in the bottom left side, is going to win. This is a series from a tournament called the Black Dragon League, and pretty awesome name, but I've completely zero knowledge about this tournament. This is from the second play day, so a real epic match so early in the game, and map is going to be Blistering Sands, and Dimaga won the first game because WhiteRa committed to too many attacks where he was just he shouldn't have committed to those attacks, but he did, so he lost. And second game, WhiteRa just managed to get a better unit composition than Dimaga, and just win. So 1-1. This is the third match. Yeah. So we're going to have a yet another epic game coming up. WhiteRa opting to wall off immediately. Usually you'll see Protoss's first pylon up here, actually, because the travel distance for the probe from the mineral line to the ramp where you usually put your pylon to wall off is so long. So the mining time lost here, if you're going to go from mineral out here to make a pylon, then go back, harvest a few times, and then go back to make the gateway. It's much better if you make your first pylon here, so you can make your second pylon here with your scouting probe and then your gateway. I think that's better in ways. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just stupid. But probably not. And probe stealing some minerals there. A criminal probe going to do a proxy pylon. Wow, I love this kind of play. WhiteRa is just so good, but is he going to spot it? Yes. Oh, that is not good. Dimaga spotted this, so WhiteRa maybe wants to cancel this pylon. I should cancel it. Cancel it. Or is he going to let it finish? No, he cancelled it at the last second to see if this Zergling would just give up, I think. Or, yeah, so perfect control there from WhiteRa, and very fortunate for Dimaga to spot that, actually. Because a proxy here is almost never spotted. That's why you put it there, obviously. But anyways, good game sense from both players, and a hatchery going down for Dimaga. I think he went a spawning pool first. Yes, he most certainly did, and his metabolic boost is already finished. And what are these cocoons containing? They were all drones, so one of them moving out to build a roach warren. And so both players are playing exactly like the previous games, except for this. WhiteRa is actually getting a 4-gate off one base, so maybe it's going a 4-gate all in to just take Dimaga off guard when he's not if he's. Never mind, I just screwed it up there, like huge. And it's going to take 2 pylons to block this off as well, so if Dimaga managed to break down these backdoor rocks, it's not going to be very easy to get for WhiteRa to get his army back in his base, but he's maybe afraid of Zergling runbys or something, and going to push in, and a proxy pylon. WhiteRa just loves this proxy pylon play. To get a pylon up so you can warp in as many units as possible, and that's that's also a part of the 4-gate build actually. To if you have 4 warp gates, you can basically warp in reinforcements really close to your opponent's base, and you see more units are moving in here, and creep the queen over extending herself a bit maybe, and but all those were stalkers and no zealots, and I don't know about that against Dimaga's unit composition. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not, but more zealots moving in, so and Dimaga is also defending this really good, rallying roaches and zerglings like crazy, and this is doing pretty bad economic damage to Dimaga, even if they're both this fight is going to be tied, because it's not getting too many drones to mine here. You can see he's cut drone production all the way, so this hatchery hasn't paid for itself, I think, yet. Oh wow, I just dropped something down the floor. But never mind, these dogs are just doing a good job, and WhiteRa continuing to reinforce this, so just a back and forth game. No, fight. And he don't want to push too far in on the creep, because the Zergling will get nice surrounds on the stalkers. As you can see, they're just hacking away, and he don't want this spine crawler to reach him, but that's exactly what Dimaga wants to. But you can see now Dimaga is feeling secure, and going to pump out some drones, and WhiteRa, I think he's he'll have to reinforce this much quicker, because Dimaga is on 2 base, and he's at his base, so he'll be able to reinforce much more quicker than WhiteRa, who's still only on 4-gate, and also on 1 base, who actually isn't that very well saturated. We're actually 10 minutes into the game, and not very good saturation from WhiteRa, and this army is getting a bit too overwhelming for WhiteRa to handle, I think, and nice spine crawl position from Dimaga, so I'd say WhiteRa should back out right now, because this is his biggest weakness, no doubt. Overcommitting to attacks, he shouldn't, and just losing the game because he's out-macroed by his opponent, basically. Let's see what he does. He's trying to kill the backdoor rocks here, and does Dimaga spot that? Yes, he does with this Overlord, so maybe he knows that it's not much of an army protecting right here, but they're not far away, but could definitely take WhiteRa off guard here. And getting an Evo chamber, that is always a good thing to do to upgrade the attack of all those units he has. And ooh, going to draw the attention of Dimaga to here, because he's scared that Overlord away. He thinks that WhiteRa was coming down the way, but he's coming in from the front and blocking off that ramp with force field. That is just so great played from Dimaga, and just putting a force field on a force field. So these roads going to take him from behind. That's what I said. No, that's what she said. Never mind. WhiteRa successfully blocking off this this army from getting to attack him, and the stalkers outrange the roaches, so not a good situation for Dimaga to be in. But he got his roaches around and coming from behind, and these sentries just have so much energy, or they doesn't. He doesn't can afford the too many force fields now, and is WhiteRa actually going to hold this? He can't reinforce this no longer, because Dimaga killed that proxy pylon of his, and Dimaga actually going to hold us off, but he lost his expansion, and WhiteRa is still on 4 gate, and one expansion is going to put up a forge, and he's almost mined out in his main, so and Zergling's just chasing down these stalkers and surrounding them, and yet again I think WhiteRa is going to lose because he overcommitted to that attack, and someone is pinging the map. Oh, I think there's some observers in this game, and they're pinging the map because basically has no minerals left in his mineral line, WhiteRa, but Dimaga is wisely going to back up and just macro up and take WhiteRa a little later on, because attacking now in this small choke wouldn't be a good choice, especially since the stalkers outrange the roaches, but we'll see. WhiteRa isn't completely out of it yet, but I don't know. I haven't seen this before, so it's completely hiding cannons behind these bushes here, so let's see if Dimaga just walks straight on here, or if he he's scouted up with that Zergling. You can see WhiteRa is just waiting behind this grass, waiting to attack him, and is Dimaga going on the back? No, he's wisely backing off. Really good game sense there, knowing that or expecting WhiteRa's army to be just behind here, so but now there's no backdoor rocks no longer for WhiteRa, so he has to defend this on two fairly large chokes, and so the Dimaga could definitely kite WhiteRa's army around here, making him unsure where to defend, and so I give the advantage to Dimaga right now, but we'll see. This is actually, the armies I think are pretty even. 12 roaches, no, 25 roaches. Okay, they're not even at all. Dimaga is ahead, but he's not ahead in the harvester count, and I don't know why he hasn't saturated this more than he does. He definitely should transfer at least like 8 or 9 drones, because it's never a good thing to run out of minerals in your main, because your main is your safest place. And this Zergling is going to spot WhiteRa's entire army, and so Dimaga knows he's weak, and I think he's going to attack here now. This sellout is he can't do much, but he kills a Zergling, so that's something to be happy about when you're in Starcraft 2 heaven dead. And a pylon wall up for WhiteRa. Pretty wise, I think. Oh, he should definitely back off. Oh, he overextended himself, and that. Wow, so lousy force field. Doesn't trap any roaches, and the roaches can just march up in WhiteRa's base and catch him off guard, and cannons don't do much to roaches. So is WhiteRa going to be supply blocked? No, I don't think so. But killing 2 pylons is always good. And ooh, WhiteRa is actually going to turn around and attack this this area. So not okay. So now WhiteRa is supply blocked, and it's not going to. Some nice force fields going on, but great burrow micro from Dimaga, and I think I don't think WhiteRa can hold this, because roaches are just so robust, and they have no upgrades, but neither do the stalkers. But the burrow micro is just too powerful for WhiteRa right now, because he doesn't have his blink for stalkers, and Ducklebra is going to GG out of the game, and he also says good job to Dimaga. So Dimaga wins this series 2-1. Beating Ducklebra is never an easy thing to do. So great play from Dimaga, and I'll see you guys next time.